Is a tutorial on MSI Afterburner, or just if you want to know how to be able to overclock or just mess with your graphics card settings if you're interested and just want to know what everything does without killing your computer. Alright, so to start off, we got the main page. This is what basically comes up. This is what you're going to see right when you pull it up. So to start off, you have your core voltage, which pretty much I don't think you can change that. And then you have your core clock, and then you have your basically like your hints and everything. Basically, what it'll tell you what everything does, and you can see you have little slide bars here where you can choose your settings, and then you can see these right here. I believe we'll get to this later that you can unlock these, and then we have memory clock, which you can get a hint for that too. And then you have your fan speed, which you can make not auto, which is one of the ones you don't have to do this with, which basically you can just change the speed of your graphics card fan. But if you just put it on auto, that'll work fine for depending on whatever you put your settings to. Like if you overclock it, like if you have it on auto, it'll automatically change to accommodate for that. So let's go ahead and go through the settings. So in general, you have you can choose which GPU you're using, and then you can choose simple things like start with Windows, which basically when you start up Windows it'll already be there, and then you can do, here's like I said, where you can unlock these things. You can unlock your voltage control and voltage monitoring, or whatever you want to do unlock. And then right here you can see you have a little chart, which I believe you can change. Yeah, you can change. Alright. I'm not totally sure what this is for. It involves the fan speed, and then you can see the temperature of your CPU, which you can see that mine looks like it's at about 80 degrees. And then you can see right here you have your monitoring, which is in milliseconds, so this I think would be like 1 second. And this is for if you have something like your frame rate up, so then it can show, and this is how often it refreshes that. And then right here you have what things you want to be monitoring, which involves this. So like if you want to involve or if you want to monitor your frame rate, you just check one of these, or your fan speed, whatever. And then you can see you have your where you can choose your on-screen display. And then you have right here, if you have like a Logitech, it says Logitech keyboard, and you have like, or Razer, I think. If Razer Naga, if you have an LCD display on your keyboard, you can use that to show whatever settings you want. Then you have on-screen display, which is just let's see what this is, just hotkeys, and I'm pretty sure that's just if you click F2, it'll show whatever you have set to be shown. And then right here you have screen capture, which is basically it'll if I was to press F10, it would just take a picture or a snapshot of whatever, and then here's the output, and then here's the file type it would take it in. And then here we have profiles, which is basically to where you can customize each and every setting. Say I wanted to have one for overclocking, one for energy saving, so you could change these for whatever you want. So you could I can make profile 1 like energy saving, 2 performance, 3 overclocking, and so then you don't have to go through and change them each time. And then you have user interface, which is where you can choose your skin, which I think is a really cool setting they have. Like you can see some of the different colors you can do, and I've used all of them, and I think I like the red the most. Then you can choose your language, which pretty much everything has. And then you can just, this is where the hints are, if you want to see the hints I was telling you about that you saw. And then you can also do things like detach in case you just wanted to, if you're trying to actually work on stuff. And then you can see here's where you choose the profiles and everything, and then here's where you can apply overclocking. This is also a way to overclock, is if you actually just use the sliders. But so you want to be careful with it. Like these aren't just like, if I was to change right now and click apply or OK or whatever, it can like it'll boost the graphics card, but you have if you don't know what you're doing, you have a danger of screwing something up. So be careful about that. And then right here's where you actually overclock it, and then it'll actually, I guess you have to restart to actually apply overclocking. To be honest, I've never overclocked before because I haven't really had the need to, because I don't really see a need to overclock because everything runs fine for me. So I guess if you want to overclock, then you might want to look more into that first. But yeah. So, and this is just where you monitor all of this stuff right here and how everything's running. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. For more tutorials or whatever you want to see, just check out my other videos.